So we find them in 1930, and then the next time I pick them up is in the 40s when they had moved to Worth Heights, which is near the south side of Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. There was a barrio of Mexican Americans that lived there, and so they were drawn there for two things, I think. There was a steel mill that was founded like in 1909, and then there was a granary, and they had the neighborhood. I remember even when I was born in 1944 was the end of the line of the bus line, so it was way out in the country. So they found a big barn-like structure. One of my mother's friends said it used to be just a big hall. So it was a two-story native stone building, and it was probably about 4,000 square feet, like 2,000 at the bottom and another almost 2,000 because there was a 3-bedroom apartment upstairs. It was just concrete floors, and they came in as entrepreneurs and they divided that in half. And half of it was a mom and pop grocery store, you know, just a convenience store like a 7-Eleven. Mm-hmm. Just, you know, just stuff like pops and chips and bread, and I think they had like a cold meat little refrigerated thing, but she ran that part. She was like maybe 4'10", tiny woman. And I don't know about her education, but she ran the business part of it. Mm-hmm. She'd have a tablet with tiny little numbers, just columns and columns of numbers, where she was keeping the books. Mm. And she was a big reader, and she'd sit behind the counter and she'd have a little stubby pencil, and that was so that whatever she was reading, and she was always reading either the little novelas or the Spanish newspaper. So whenever a customer came in, she'd mark her little spots. So all her books had little marks on them. So she did that, and then the other half of the downstairs was devoted to my grandfather's business, and he had a pool hall and a barber shop. I can't remember whether they served beer, because this was already, you know, past Prohibition, so they probably sold beer too.